welcome back to my channel. Myself Tripti Korkoli. I'm here in the UK on student visa. So this video which I'm going to make today is going to be very informative, as first time I'll be making a video on skilled worker visa for the students who are in the UK and are going to complete their graduation or post graduation or PhD. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so what is skilled worker visa? Earlier it was known as Tier 2 visa, but now it is being replaced by skilled worker visa. So we'll be talking about that. So as you all know, after completing our graduation, post-graduation or PhD, we have to look for a sponsor who can sponsor us for 5 years, because after 5 years we are going to get ILR. So what is skilled worker visa? Skilled worker visa is a visa given to those people or professional who comes under short-term occupation list. Like in every country, there are some jobs which are under short-term occupation list. So here in the UK, there is RQF level 3 short-term occupation classification codes given on government website, UK government website. You can go there, you can check for RQF level 3 and you can see which knock code suits you. And if you come under that knock code, you can say your employer to give you a sponsorship. And if you get sponsorship, then you can stay here for 5 years, and after 5 years you can get ILR. So I'll talk about the eligibility criteria, the payment which you have to pay or the employer has to pay for you, and everything in detail now. So there is a win-win thing for students who are still in the UK and who wants to apply for skilled worker visa, because there is a new rule which is being introduced in the UK, which is known as new entrant. What is a new entrant? I would like to tell you in detail. So all the international students who are switching from student or the graduate visa to the skilled worker visa. It means if you've come here, no matter whatsoever is your age, even if you are 40, even if you are in your 30s, even if you are 26 years of age, you've come here as an international student and you are switching your student visa to skilled worker visa, you are considered as new entrant. So there is one thing which you have to keep in mind: when you are not in the UK, you will not be considered as new entrant. But when you are in the UK and you are applying for skilled worker visa, you are considered as new entrant, because being a new entrant has a lot of profit. So I'll be talking about these things in detail. So first of all, I'll talk about the requirements for skilled worker visa. So you have to show some minimum salary threshold. So what is this minimum salary threshold? I'll talk about both the things, new entrant and experienced worker visa. So when you have completed your studies in the UK and you get a sponsor, so if for experienced worker who they are employing from outside the country, the minimum threshold is 27,000 per year, but being a new entrant, you will get a 30% discount. Yes, it means the employer can show that you are working for them in 20,480. That's it. It is always 30% lower than the rate of experienced worker in any occupation for new entrant. Suppose you have come here for the post of manager and you have come from outside the country, you were not in the UK, you did not complete your study in the UK. So for you, the minimum salary threshold which you have to show to get skilled worker visa will be around 25,680. But for those students who are in the UK and are applying for skilled worker visa, there will be 30% lower rate of salary threshold, which is a positive point for us being an international student. The other requirements which I would like to say is that we have to meet a 70 points criteria, and how we are going to meet that 70 points criteria, I'll be talking about all that. 50 points we get when we get offer from a licensed sponsor. This is very, very must. Then a skilled job, obviously we should have a skilled job, and then English language requirement, which we don't have to worry, because we are studying our post-graduation or graduation from UK university and it's in English. So this criteria has been met, so no need to worry about that. And salary, at least £20,480 per year. That's it. So if you have all these things, 50 points are met. Now 20 more points you have to get. And how can we get 20 more points? Now the job should be in short-term occupation list, or application is a new entrant. So I have told you earlier also what is the meaning of new entrant. So for international student, it's a benefit that if we apply directly after our student visa, we can say that we come under new entrant, so we will get those 20 points and our task will become a bit easier. Okay, so I would like to give you an example. Suppose I am 26 years old and I've come in the UK to do my post-graduation. Okay, so after completing my post-graduation, I got a sponsor, and that sponsor is ready to sponsor me. So the salary threshold for experienced worker is 27,000 yearly, but for me it is 22,900. Why? Because I've got 30% of discount being a new entrant. So this is a benefit for me, that even if my salary is not much, I still meet the requirement because I am a new entrant. I get 20 points directly. Okay, so I will tell you all the things which are mandatory for new entrant discount. Okay, so offer of a job by an approved sponsor, I'll get 20 points. Job at an appropriate skill level, I'll get 20 points again. English language requirement, I'll get 10 points. Total is 50. And then application is new entrant to the labor market, like we will be new entry to the labor market of the UK because we have completed our study in the UK, so we'll get 20 more points. So total is 70 points. Skilled worker visa is ready for you. So I would like to say that after completing your study, you can directly look for sponsors. If you get it, 20 points will be a bonus point for us. Yes. So, and now I'm going to talk about the fees which we have to pay. So I'll talk about the UK VI fees. So visa fee, if you are in the country, you'll have to pay. It depends. If you are taking skilled worker visa for 3 years, you'll have to pay £704, and if you are taking for 5 years, you'll have to pay £1,408. But if you are applying from outside the country, then the visa fee is a bit cheaper. Like you have to pay £610 for 3 years and £1,220 for 5 years. And now I'll talk about the IHS fees. It's £624 per year of sponsorship. It means if you are taking for 3 years, you'll multiply it by 3. If you are taking for 5 years, you'll multiply it by 5. Now, biometric fees is quite cheaper. It is only £19.20. Only if you are in the country. Okay, and the cost fee which the employer has to pay, it's only £199. And one more thing, there are some extra fees like the Sopra Steria fee, which is only for in-country application. It varies from £0 to £260, but in very rare cases you don't have to pay anything for it, but every time minimum is £100. So all these things you have to pay, and that's it. You'll get skilled worker visa. So guys, today I talked about skilled worker visa, and tomorrow I'll be talking about graduate visa, which is the PSW. So these two videos is going to be very informative. It will be helping you all, and it will show you a path like what to choose after completing your graduation, your post-graduation or PhD. And one more thing guys, as you know, September intake and October intake is going on. If you want to take my consultation, if you want to process your case, then I am ready to help you anytime, as I've helped a lot of students and they've got their visas as well. And I won't be charging anything for it, so I'm ready to consult you anytime. It's just that you have to connect me on Instagram, or you can message me on YouTube. I'll be there to help you out. So yeah guys, I'm always trying to help you out. I'm always bringing new stuff so that you all get updated with the new process which is being coming up, and it's going to be very beneficial for all of you. So stay tuned for my next video. Until then, bye bye, see you.